Okay, so this is New York Times Sudoku card for June 17th, 2024. This is my walkthrough. Uh, let's get going. First thing first, let's put down the numbers that's already clear. Let's start with the box 1, which is this one. I can place 8 by looking at this 8 and this 8. They block all these 4 cells, gives me 8 in here. And now let's look at box 7, where I can place 4 by looking at this 4, this 4, and this 4. They block these 3 cells, these 4 cells, and I can place 4 in here. And I don't think there's a very clear one at this point. These are the typical ones. You can find it by just looking carefully, and the next step is requires to look more carefully. It's very well spread. So when I can't find any obvious singles, I usually look for doubles, triples, typical New York ones, where I can find some combination and find triples. But the next step here is actually very basic. Just look through, and eventually you will find this cell which only has one possible number. So it's blocked by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this cell can only be 9. Yeah, and I should always follow this up. So 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9, 1. So, but it's pretty simple. The next step is pretty simple. Let's look at box 2, where this 9 and this 9 blocks these 4 cells, and this new 9 blocks here. So 9 comes here, which in turn blocks these 3 cells in box 5. 9 here blocks these 2. 9 here blocks this cell. So this is 9. And for the next step, this was quite crucial. I see often that the next step was something I see often in New York Times, starting to see more recently, which is to, how do I say this? Well, let's just go on. Let's look at this column, column 8. It has 2, 3, 8, 9. That means the other 5 numbers are 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it doesn't look so promising. 4 blocks 2, 4 blocks 1. So 4 will be here or here. But because here's big hole, it doesn't look like I can figure that one out. But I can actually locate 5. Well, right now 5 blocks here, 5 blocks here, 5 blocks here. So that leaves only 2 cells where I can put 5. But now let's look at this 5. And this cell is this box is not helpful because it already has 5. But let's look at box 2. 5 here blocks this cell, 5 here blocks these 2 cells, so 5 will come here or here, and now it will block 5 here, so that will leave only this cell for 5. And now let's keep moving. This 5 blocks these 3 cells in box 8. This 5 blocks these 2 cells, gives me 5 here, which blocks these 2 cells, and this 5 blocks here, this 5 blocks here, so 5 comes here. So 5 will be here or here in box 3, but I don't think I can place that yet. Because it doesn't look like I can find the location of 5 in this box either, and it looks so hopeless here. So let's move on and look for other hints. 1 blocks here, 1 will be here or here, 1 will be here or here. Yeah, that's not helpful. So now looking at box 9, should I look for box 9? Give me just 1 second. 3, 4, 6, 8. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. So sorry. So now this column 5 is looking for 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, and this cell is blocked by 1, 4, 7, 8. That leaves only 6 for this cell, and that leaves 1, 2, and 3 for these 3 cells. 2 and 3 block this cell, so this is 1. And now these are 4, 6, 7, and 6 and 7 blocks this cell, giving me 4 here. So now these are 6 and 7. And the next step is, I thought it was very interesting. Let's look at box 9. Okay, so the way I found the next step is looking at this 6, 8, 9, which blocks these 2 cells, and here's another 6, 8, 9, which blocks here. So these 3 will be 6, 8, 9 triple. 6, 8, 9 have no other place to go in box 9. So let's put them down here. So now it's clear that 8 and 9 cannot be here, so makes this 6. But when I found it, I was thinking it's either 6 or 7 in here, looking from this column. And because this 6, 8, 9 triple, the only number I could that's only common number between those two are 6. But anyway, 6, 8, 9 blocks here, 6, 8, 9 blocks here. So that gives me only 3 cells for 6, 8, 9 to go to, which are these 3. And but this cell is actually blocked by 8, 9 already, so this becomes 6. Oh. And that gives me 7 here. And these are 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. And 4 and 6 blocks this cell, so it gives me 5 here. And that gives me 5 in here, because these 2 cells are blocked by this 5 and this 5. And now this 5 and 5 blocks these 6 cells, and this 5 blocks here, this 5 blocks here, gives me 5 here. These are 1 and 3, 2 and 3, gives me 4 and 6 here. That could go somewhere, but let's move on. 1, 2, 7 gives me 2 in 2 here. These are okay. Let's put this down. 2, 3, 2, 3, meaning these are 4, 6, 4, 6. So these 3 cells, including this one, will be 1, 2, 3. This can only be 1 or 3. This can only be 1 or 2. Yeah, I don't think that's that helpful, but why not? And this is 1 or 3. Okay, 2, 4, 8, 2 here, 2 here blocks these 2 cells. So 2 will come here. These are 4, 6, 8 now. And this cell is blocked by 4 and 8. So this is 6. Gives me 4 here, gives me 6 here. And this will be 4 and 8. This 4 gives me 8, and that will be 4 here. And this 4 and this 4 blocks these 5 cells. So 4 comes here. 4 and 4 blocks this bottom half of box 4. And 4 blocks these 2. 4 comes here. Okay, let's see. These will be 1 and 7. 1 is already placed. So this is 7 and this is 1. 3, 6, 8 for these 3 cells, which is not clear yet. 3, 6, 8. Nope. 1, 2, 7. Nope. But here's 6 and 6, which blocks these 5 cells, and 6 here blocks this cell, so 6 comes here. Let's see, 6 blocks here, 6 blocks here, 6 can be here or here. 1, 2, 7, 9. Can be anything. But let's look at box 4. 9 and 9 blocks these 4 cells. 9 here blocks this cell, so that gives me 9 here, and that blocks this cell. 9 here blocks this cell. 9 here blocks this cell, so 9 comes here, which gives me 8 here, which gives me 9 here. 1, 2, 7. Now this is This cell is blocked by 1 and 2, gives me 7 here. And these will be 1 and 2, but 7 and 7 blocks these two. 7 comes here. And now these are 1 and 2. 2 here blocks this cell. 1 and 2. 1 blocks here, gives me 1 here, 7 here, which blocks these two. 7 blocks here, gives me 7 here, which blocks this cell. 7 here blocks these two. 7 here blocks this cell, gives me 7 here. These are 3 and 8, which is not ready yet. 3, 6, 8, nope, 3, 6, 8, and these are 2 and 3. Here it is. 2 blocks here, 3 and 2, and gives me 3 here, gives me 1 and 3, and this cannot be 1 anymore. 2 and 1, and 3 and 2, and this is 1. 3, 6, 8. 3 blocks these two. 3, which gives me 3 here, and this will be 6. 6, 8, 8, 2, and here's 8. Okay, here it is. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.